Quindi,
Ça va?
allora, ciao Fra.
No. L'ultima cosa che mi è capitata, io ho un amico che ha 24 anni,
Aspetta,
che fa il
dovevi
nuotatore,
fare
è
il
venuto dalla
comment.
col baccone, mi ha chiesto, mi fai questi esercizi di matematica? Lui sta facendo la terza media al serale e li ho dovuti fare.
In che mani si è messo? Allora, quindi buonasera, signore e signori. Stasera finale classiche. Aspetta, fammi mettere in maniera decente perché altrimenti qua. Short. Quindi, ok. Uh, allora, abbiamo cominciato, ma EDK è cresciata. Quindi, nel frattempo, penso che si dovrà mettere pausa. Vabbè. Dennis ancora lì. Dennis, fatti i cazzi tuoi. Allora, percorso di stasera, che vabbè, approfondiremo tappa dopo tappa. La prima tappa, però, possiamo già vederla. Ed è la Dwarsor Vlaanderen sul percorso 2013. Percorso che presenta una salita a distanza insolitamente breve dal traguardo rispetto al solito per quanto riguarda la normalità delle classiche, diciamo, appunto delle classiche fiamminghe. Il percorso sostanzialmente ricalca in buona parte quello del Fiandre, si può dire, anzi sostanzialmente è il percorso del Fiandre, ma con un giro in meno del circuito di Oudenaarde. E anche la partenza è spostata a Brugge, mentre il Giro delle Fiandre parte da Anversa. I primi chilometri saranno quasi completamente pianeggianti e poi si comincerà la rumba con l'Ude Quaremont, il primo muro che potete vedere ovviamente in grafica. Bella questa cosa che adesso posso gestire io perché sto facendo letteralmente tutto. Comunque 8 top. Bene, allora, inizio di gara non particolarmente aggressivo, sono passati circa 10 km e nessuno ha ancora preso in mano l'iniziativa. Sono ancora provato ad attaccare. Devo alzare un po' il microfono, che se no non si sente un cazzo di quello che dico. Sì, 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 ovvio che... vabbè, comunque... eh, ancora nessun tentativo di fuga, 205 km al traguardo. Ovviamente si aspetta e il primo a decidere di attaccare è Daniel Mico che manda tre corridori all'attacco, tra cui anche il Collinaro, che è quasi il leader, si può dire, perché non so se avete seguito le ultime corse, ma questo è il database del mondiale e questo database prevede un corridore per la collina particolarmente dotato anche in pavé, quindi vuol dire che potrebbe essere assolutamente il leader. Vediamo cosa succede. Daniel Mico si è fermato praticamente, non ha continuato oltre nel suo attacco. Adesso la testa del gruppo è presa da Frabo, adesso è un tratto che potrebbe essere favorevole agli attacchi perché planimetricamente non ci sono più particolarmente curve e insomma diciamo che appunto la strada è pianeggiante quindi fondamentalmente si può attaccare. Infatti è proprio Frabbo che decide di attaccare e prende il largo. Ha
Oh,
preso 30 secondi, 30 secondi perché nessuno è particolarmente interessato appunto a inseguire. Frabbo adesso decide di mandare addirittura all'attacco il quarto uomo e quindi parte con un treno da 4 uomini. Mossa tattica interessante, sicuramente, che potrebbe avere delle conseguenze nel lungo periodo della gara, dato che appunto 4 uomini potrebbero fare la differenza successivamente. Ha ancora preso un vantaggio però particolarmente grosso, perché comunque dietro l'andatura è abbastanza spedita, e in questo momento c'è l'attacco combinato di E di K trivelatto, che non riescono però a fare la differenza, che hanno effettivamente attaccato con i corridori con l'accelerazione inferiore, il 71 montagna in particolare, e quindi non sono riusciti a fare la differenza. Davanti c'è Gregva, ovvero campione regionale, che non chiamerò mai Gregva, ma continuerò a chiamare campione regionale, che sta tenendo l'andatura abbastanza sostenuta, anche se non particolarmente, ma in ogni caso sta probabilmente facendo per tenere lì l'azione, proprio per evitare che Frabbo con i suoi 4 uomini prenda troppo margine. Frabbo tra l'altro ha lasciato tutti e due i leader dietro, quindi vuol dire che, diciamo, prossimamente, in caso di attacchi, si troverà a dover spendere energie con i leader in prima persona, senza poter contare effettivamente su un gregario vero e proprio da sacrificare totalmente all'altare. Siamo passati quei primi 37 km e la situazione è cristallizzata. Frabbo ha ancora 30 secondi di vantaggio, non si va oltre. Il gruppo continua ad essere, diciamo, controllato da campione regionale con Sobrero. L'azione sicuramente di Frabbo sta sicuramente spendendo con un grande sforzo Ballerini, che comunque non è il corridore più utile appunto sul pavé che possa, diciamo, esserci, dall'alto del suo 69 in pavé. Vantaggio che adesso però è iniziato a salire, perché nessuno adesso sta effettivamente tirando il gruppo. Quindi direi che presto il margine di Frabbo potrebbe salire sopra il minuto. In questo momento siamo a circa 50 secondi. Balla tra i 49, tra i 44 e i 50 secondi, anche se adesso sfora anche i 50 secondi. Vediamo, perché in questo momento ci sono Stimle, quindi anche Trivelatto ha piazzato un uomo davanti per cercare di controllare la situazione. Però Frabbo continua imperterrito. E Ballerini continua, anzi adesso è Caruso che sta lavorando. Ballerini adesso è in terza ruota cercando di recuperare il maggior numero di energie possibile. L'azione di Caruso sembra aver dato nuova linfa all'azione di Frabbo, perché Frabbo in questo momento ha un minuto di vantaggio. Un minuto di vantaggio e 50 km percorsi. Tra l'altro adesso Sobrero e Steinle hanno preso qualche metro di vantaggio. Hanno preso quindi questi 6 secondi, che ovviamente non sono voluti. Beh, Nisso si fa la sua corsa da solo. Margine di Frabbo che adesso ha decisamente superato il minuto, anche se con le strade completamente dritte di questa prima fase di corsa Frabbo è tenuto comunque lì. Possiamo vedere il colombiano in coda al gruppo con il treno da 6, e con Hodge in seconda posizione. Oggi che dovrebbe essere appunto il leader di oggi. Oggi, scusate il gioco di parole, era non voluto, però in realtà è stato molto divertente da fare. E vediamo quindi. Vediamo innanzitutto se c'è qualcuno che ci sta guardando. Ben 2 spettatori, me coglioni. Che non credo stiano capendo una parola di quello che dico, perché non credo siano italiani. Però, insomma. Adesso vediamo se qualche italiano mi raggiunge a commentare.
Ti racconto un aneddoto
Vai.
che mi avevi ricordato in questo momento. Una volta ero sulla metropolitana
Mhm,
ed è venuto un signore,
mhm.
mentre quelli che fanno gli spettacolini per farsi pagare.
Eh,
Si è messo a fare un balletto che non stava né in cielo né in terra, proprio un balletto scadente.
ah.
Poi dopo ovviamente è venuto pure a chiedere i soldi e nessuno gli ha dato un centesimo. Allora quello
Non,
là se ne va via tutto incazzato e dice: Ma chi cazzo me l'ha fatta fa?
non era piaciuto lo spettacolo.
Mi ha fatto morire. Ma chi cazzo me l'ha fatta fa? E se n'è andato via.
Ma vabbè, gente in qualche modo cerca di farsi soldi. Lo fanno anche sulla Vesuviana a Napoli, queste cose. Allora, Frabo adesso continua ad avere un minuto di vantaggio. Siamo su un tratto in ascesa leggera, che si può considerare effettivamente il primo tratto un po' più faticoso della corsa, dato che fino a questo momento abbiamo avuto solo pianura, pianura e pianura. Questo mezzo strappo, insomma, diciamo, ha leggermente allungato il gruppo, ma cose niente, insomma. In ogni caso, però, in questo momento mancano circa 20 km all'inizio del tratto duro del percorso e in particolare della prima scalata al vecchio Quaremont che diciamo appunto apre nonostante comunque sia abbastanza distante poi dal resto delle salite perché il primo tratto della corsa non sarà così impegnativo a dire il vero. Diciamo che la rumba comincia essenzialmente, cioè il tratto più duro della corsa inizia negli ultimi 36 km. Gli ultimi 36 km sono veramente impegnativi. Comunque sì, questo gioco è veramente una merda perché effettivamente Frabo sta ammazzando a tirare davanti e dietro gente che tira a meno di 71 stanno tenendo lì Frabo con una semplicità assurda. Gioco strano. Purtroppo le dinamiche di gioco sono quelle, purtroppo i creatori del gioco sono affidati alle persone sbagliate quando si sono trovati a dover creare, diciamo, le dinamiche fisiche del gioco,
Vogliamo
purtroppo.
fare un esempio di qualcuno o no?
Non facciamo nomi, non facciamo nomi. Si dice il peccato, ma non il peccatore. Perfetto, mancano 9 km al primo Ude Quaremont e adesso penso che comincerà la battaglia per il posizionamento migliore, cosa che potrebbe anche mettere in seria difficoltà con quei corridori davanti perché l'andatura sicuramente si alzerà in maniera sostanziale che essere davanti magari qui non è particolarmente importante perché mancheranno ancora 120 km al traguardo all'incirca allo scollinamento, però c'è da dire che spendere energie di troppo magari non è proprio il miglior viatico per iniziare una corsa impegnativa come questa. Sono stati percorsi circa 90 km, vediamo che Ballerini ha finito per oggi il suo compito, quindi ora c'è Caruso con Consonne a ruota e con Pozzovivo ancora alla ruota, anche Caruso ha abbastanza finito il suo compito, ma riuscirà diciamo a lanciare Consonni e Pozzovivo con un minuto di vantaggio sul gruppo all'imbocco del vecchio Quaremont, che è tra l'altro uno dei muri più impegnativi di oggi per magari non per le pendenze che non sono estremamente elevate, anche se in questa parte centrale si raggiunge il 10%, però sono ben 4 stelle di difficoltà, quindi è un settore estremamente complesso da affrontare, insomma, alla sua difficoltà. E
E si parte con la corsa.
dietro c'è stata una foratura del 73 pavé di Trivelatto, un gregario che quindi però perderà sicuramente energie importanti e dietro si staccano per lo più corridori che hanno precedentemente lavorato, corridori deboli sul pavé. E il gruppo però si è provvisoriamente frazionato sul falsopiano successivo, però la situazione si è immediatamente ricomposta.
Oh, gente dietro.
È rimasto qualcuno dietro ed è rimasto EDK ed è rimasto in realtà... No, ok, dietro non c'è nessuno di particolarmente... C'è solo Degenkolb e quindi Trivelatto sta cercando di riportare sotto spendendo il minor numero di energie possibile con Steimle che aveva già lavorato prima, si era trovato già dietro dato il suo scarso valore in pavé. E DK non senza difficoltà, però tutti a carico di Caldeira, riesce a riportarsi sotto prima dell'inizio dell'Eikenberg. E Trivelatto anche è riuscito a riportarsi sotto. Eikenberg, che è il secondo muro in pavé, arriva dopo questo strappo, diciamo, lo chiamiamo strappo, ma in realtà non è poi così impegnativo. C'è Daniel Mico adesso davanti che sta facendo un'andatura abbastanza sostenuta. DK continua ad essere un po' troppo borderline con la gestione delle energie, devo dire, sempre un po' lì a rischiare. Frabbo nel frattempo con i suoi gregari a un minuto sta lavorando, diciamo, probabilmente per avere consonni in una posizione migliore rispetto agli altri con il passare dei chilometri, e questa sicuramente è una tattica abbastanza interessante anche perché molto probabilmente al finale ci si arriverà ancora con i gregari intatti, i due, anzi con i due leader intatti. Siamo Leikenberg ora, 900 metri di pavé, 2 stelle, quindi non particolarmente impegnativo, però la pendenza è abbastanza elevata e quindi se qualcuno ha preso dietro la salita potrebbe essere un problema in caso qualcuno decida di fare un mezzo forcing alla fine del muro. E il colombiano sembrava intenzionato, ma in realtà ha davanti poco più che i gregari. Però adesso la strada non ritorna immediatamente larga e quindi chi era dietro avrà qualche difficoltà a riportarsi sotto. Anche perché dopo questo strappo abbastanza impegnativo, pendenza infatti vanno all'11%, ci sarà il terzo settore di pavé che inizia in questo momento ed è il Ruiterstraat, 600 metri, 2 stelle di pavé, non particolarmente complicato quindi. Però appunto la strada è tutta stretta e quindi se si cerca, infatti vediamo Frabbo un po' in difficoltà appunto che evidentemente non aveva prestato particolarmente attenzione all'inizio dello strappo e si trova ora con De Marchi che deve spendere un supplemento di energie per rientrare, cosa che è riuscito a fare. Tanto i gregari di Frabbo sono sul Kerkgate, chilometro e 3 di pavé, 2 stelle. E
Ma no,
attenzione
no,
perché c'è
Dio
stata
cane, porco
anche una
Dio.
foratura proprio per De Marchi, che tecnicamente non è leader, quindi non va aspettato. Quindi su ulteriore supplemento di sforzo per De Marchi. Quando siamo quasi al Molenberg che è proprio un muro bastardo perché è piccolo ma purtroppo è tipo strettissimo e impegnativo, quindi è uno dei punti dove bisogna stare avanti. Frabo riesce a rientrare.
Costato tanta di quell'energia.
Siamo all'imbocco del Molenberg che si prende con velocità molto basse perché si prende da una curva a destra. Molenberg che tra l'altro è 4 stelle di difficoltà e quindi è una scesa impegnativa, decisamente. Magari troppo breve, però in ogni caso essere dietro qui non è una cosa che raccomanderei. Trivelatto è dietro ma con dei gregari, Sepeda, e Greg e Simone è dietro anche campione regionale, anche se non ha pagato particolarmente questa scelta perché davanti l'andatura abbastanza tranquilla. 1700 metri al Paddestrat. Siamo a 89 km al traguardo, Paddestrat che dovrebbe avere forse 4 stelle di difficoltà, non ne sono sicuro, però in alcune versioni sì, 4 stelle di difficoltà in questa fase il Paddestrat. Tra l'altro è un settore quasi tutto in ascesa. Pozzovivo termina il suo compito E quindi ora è con Sonny che va da solo. Vediamo perché con Sonny sta sicuramente spendendo tante energie. Dietro sono praticamente quasi tutti a team completo. Vedremo. Paddestrat che passa senza particolari scossoni, appunto, se non qualche gregario che perde contatto. Soivo riesce a tenere. Adesso una fase più tranquilla che precederà il muro, no, il pavé della Goek e poi un tratto senza pavé per molti chilometri, con l'unica difficoltà che viene rappresentata dal Canarieberg, che è quella salita un po' più impegnativa che potete vedere nel profilo, sto inquadrando, al centro del profilo insomma. 1,20 di vantaggio di Consonni, che continua la sua azione che è iniziata nei primi chilometri. Questo strappo viene passato abbastanza facilmente dal gruppo, mancano 3 km all'imbocco del lago Eck, settore di pavè non difficilissimo, peraltro punto in cui la strada si restringe, quindi comunque meglio non star dietro.
Hello.
Yo!
Good night.
Oh,
Am I interrupting the pizza or am I welcomed?
No, you're always welcome.
Thank you.
But
So,
now I have to switch to English while I was commenting in Italian until
oh
now.
no, you can keep doing Italian if you want. Don't want
Nah,
to
bro, I
disturb.
want. I'm happy if you are involved. I'll just stream.
For Discord, yeah, so I don't see
Yeah.
the delay. Okay, so Fravo, you've been watching while Grassy puts the stream on, or Grassy even himself can say.
Okay.
I
I just hope now the stream isn't particularly lagging. Not on Discord, but on
if you want, I can stream
Twitch.
I can share my screen.
Yeah, if you can.
Okay, we have English. Yes, Yubi, we are live for ITA Road Cup Classics final. I apologize for being late. It was a real life call, but I made.
What?
E fa anche smettere di streamare.
Okay. Just changing stream, and is it Frabo on the attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's on
Bravo,
Son,
però
okay.
secondo me, I think maybe, um, the, I just hope you can make us watch all the things that happen in the race, because, I mean, you are playing, so we will have your POV, but sometimes we risk to lose some important parts of the race.
Yeah, Grassy, I'm gonna keep an eye on Frabo, but keep your point of view on the stream,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I got it all covered then.
Okay.
All right, so 1 minute and 21. How long has Frabo been doing this attack?
Well, Frabo is
Grassy?
ahead since the start. He attacked with 4 men, and he had basically them working until they finished their energies, and basically used the useless couple helpers to make to put Consonni in a better place. But now Consonni is on his own since a lot of kilometers, and
It is.
probably he has less energies than everyone else. I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not a good attack in first
Yeah,
place,
we're
because no one attacked
definitely
with
not
him.
expecting this to be the attack to work
Uh,
because the distance has been falling, and
in,
Campione himself
yeah, in the
is
meantime, Campione has sent Rosa and Pasqualon on the attack. And he just joined Frabo ahead. They have 33 seconds on the group, which is led by Machado. So ADK ahead. And he's pushing, trying to contain this attack.
I think this is definitely a good opportunity to see what EDK can do on a lobby that has a little bit more of experience with someone like Campione, even Frabo.
Yeah.
It's been different than the other rounds that he's passed, where the
Well,
competition was less
not so
experienced.
different. Actually, he hasn't attacked still, but no one has attacked apart from Frabo and Campione
Wow,
now.
really?
Yeah, it has been
Very
quite
boring
boring.
race, it
Yeah,
seems.
quite
Of
boring.
course.
And
Oh well,
now
it's
we
been
are
really
on
slow then.
Canarieberg, which is an hard climb and narrow one too. So
Okay, so they joined together forces in the front.
yeah,
Consani now is going to try and rest a little bit on Campione's wheel.
mamma mia. Campione was ahead. He was forced behind. I don't know how. I mean, if I know him, he's just swearing a lot now, and I'd be doing the same at
Oh,
the
the
moment.
blocks are terrible, yeah.
Yeah, this game is totally shit. Can't stand. Can't say how much I dislike this game.
All right, so 11 seconds, 17, I mean, yeah, it's falling. They're about to
Frabo
be
stopped the
absorbed.
Consonni and then
Uh,
tried to push
Tries
them.
to go again. It's very confusing, but I
Yeah,
think Simone keeps his guys in the front for a few more seconds.
yeah, I think
It,
so. But El Colombiano has decided to attack.
oh, it was El Colombiano.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's El
I
Colombiano
saw
who is
blue.
attacking with his full team, and 42.1 kilometers to go. He decided to go. And now let's
Oh,
see
yes.
who will close. Eddie K is the first to react, and he's
Okay,
pushing a
so
lot.
EDK with a full train here.
Yeah, he
Is this?
has lost just one man,
What do
Machado.
you think about this strategy?
Well, I mean, right now, it's good, but because now it's basically a flat moment. Uh, Next time at the start of
Oh, the
Walls,
Quaremont
which
is
is
going to
now,
start.
because we are 2 kilometers from Ude Quaremont. I think having a full train is basically suicide, but I think he will switch soon because he knows he's well experienced.
Well,
And it's CDK and Campione that
it's a four-star section that we all know so well, and Campione is in the front with at
yeah,
CDK, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, they are ahead with Trivalatto
Of
on their wheels. Daniel Miko is a
Frabo.
bit behind with Frabo.
Frabo in a terrible position along with Miko. Did not start the climb well positioned with all the blocks and all the commotion.
Yeah,
But they're still trying to keep the group
Miko
together. It's stretching.
Miko is in the worst situation right now because he's dropped from the peloton and he has only Debesai, so he's ill guy to help, and we are
Oh,
almost at the
damn.
start of Paterberg.
Well, this is not going well for Daniel Miko right now, but he's trying to get his two men in time for the Paterberg. He will not get them very
Yeah,
fresh, but
they
maybe
joined,
he
they
can use them
joined, but
to. Yeah,
they
they're
are
not going to be fresh.
yeah, exactly. And also, ADK lost his helpers, so basically almost everyone has two riders ahead,
Except EDK.
except El Colombiano, who has
Uh-huh.
three, even if Molano is almost dead, but he took climbs ahead, and so he had the advantage of having
Positioning is
a more
key in
controlled
these kinds
pace.
of races. We do know this.
Yeah, in the meantime, Frabo was behind and is trying to catch the group, but he's
Uh,
having some troubles because Consoni
and
was almost
as
dead.
he gets there, he does the job for EDK, taking Grebo back to the group, but he had to
Well,
because he had
yeah,
to reach
but
it. He
I
had to
mean,
reach it,
he
obviously.
had to come back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And now
For the
Koppenberg, which is the hardest
oh,
climb.
it is indeed, and we already see the stretching is going on. And in the front, I see is that El Colombiano?
El Colombiano still going. He attacked again.
Oh my, yeah, I see it, I see it. And now I think Frabo was trying to respond, but EDK right there,
I
completely
think
red car
it's a
mass.
red
Yeah,
car
red car
moment.
mass, and everyone got a red card except El Colombiano that's in the actual
Yeah,
pack.
And now let's see who's going to work because it's 20 kilometers to the finish, and
Yeah,
El Colombiano has
they
28
need to
seconds.
cooperate here.
He just ended Maria Borrestrat, and now attack from Eddie K. Eddie K is trying to join with Trivelat on his wheel.
Wow, this is gonna be a very unpredictable ending if it keeps going with this push and shove, attack, counter attack.
Yeah,
The race took a while to start getting some fire, but it's on fire right now.
and now Daniel Mico is attacking. Daniel Mico is trying to catch
No, EDK
El
follows.
Colombiano with Eddie K behind,
Follows, and
and
Simone
also
as well.
Campione. Trivelato and
Oh,
Frabo are behind. Trivelato and Frabo are a bit
almost
behind.
struggling to stay with the group. Trivelato already joining. It's gonna
Again,
be
Frabo
very bad
dropped.
for Fravo. If he, oh, but he joins. He
Oh,
joins, and
Trivelato
there's
joined.
Trivelato.
Trivelato doing a
Trivelato
slingshot.
passed. Yeah,
Doing a
he just
slingshot.
passed them by. That was wow, bold. Let's see if he has the energy to
Yeah,
sustain it. But
I think I think they're working for their 76. Someone is working for the ill guy, I
Me.
think.
Me, I'm working for the other.
okay, Fravo, it is.
An attack by Frabo,
Might not be a bad choice. 10
but El
kilometers to
Colombiano
go.
has
El
45
Colombiano
seconds,
has 45. Yeah,
and no one
that's
is working, and I think he will win this stage because actually as the 81,
it's in the 50s now.
yeah, yeah, he's gone, and no one will take him.
They need to start moving now, and Campione is the one that moves. Us is with him, EDK with the two riders, and they're desperately trying to follow each other, but it's not going to happen for El Colombiano without a fight, at least because they are so close.
Well, the fact is, everyone is trying to keep two men because they
Yeah,
went for their heel guy, but I mean that wasn't probably the smartest of decisions. And
yeah.
let's see what happens now because now also Frabo has a slight
Desperately trying
advantage
to
on the
hold on
group.
is Frabo
Even
now, 14-9. He's
no, he
gonna
won't
reach it,
join.
but
I don't think he
can
will
he
join,
sprint? He might
or
reach him, but
maybe
can
join.
he sprint? He's gonna join. He's gonna join, but they're all gonna join. It's gonna be a busy sprint. They need power. Can they have power for that sprint? The downhill begins, and it's Frabo that starts sprinting now.
Ooh,
Comes
that's
from the
tight.
right,
That's
the
so
center.
tight.
EDK. Daniel Miko from the left. Daniel Miko's
I
gonna
can
steal
believe
And
it,
it.
it's
and
Simone.
there's EDK
It's
on the right side.
Ulissi. It's Ulissi winning.
Oh.
What a shit.
Unbelievable. Wow.
My God.
Unbelievable.
Why, you know, this race with the two helpers so strong, with two riders so strong, it's a bit of shit. Because,
Wow, that was messy, but at the same time, what an incredible ending. I mean,
yeah,
it seemed like El Colombiano had it, and out of the blue, everyone gets back together. Daniel Miko seemed to be getting an advantage on the left side. Then it was EDK, and then out of nowhere comes Campione saying present and takes his first win of the evening.
yeah, he did a great win because he actually timed very well the
That was a
sprint.
perfect timing, yeah. And
Yeah,
he had the energy because he was cold enough to pace instead of attack, which turned out to be a good option. Obviously, there was still time.
well, yeah, I mean, you know, probably having, as I said, having two riders with so close on values on these races is actually
I think
probably something that block the gameplay, and you know,
I think the race was a bit, at the end of the day, was a bit unfortunate for Frabo in the sense that he worked hard
yeah,
to kill that difference that probably allowed for the rest of the guys to actually have a chance to sprint, but in the end, he ended up being fifth with his best rider, which was Alessandro De Marchi. So
yeah,
it was a bit ungrateful for him.
yeah, not a great thing. He tried to attack, but the
It
problem
was
was everyone had their 81 working for their 76. So actually, you couldn't just take an
yeah,
advantage unless you
yeah.
were on your own.
But
In
the
fact,
thing
El
here is
Colombiano. El
the thing is,
Colombiano
there
risked
is.
to. So, sorry?
I was saying the thing is, there is. I believe that if Frabo didn't do that push, that attack of his own, they could have actually looked at each other for a little bit too long, and El Colombiano might have gotten away with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I think so. I mean, if Campione deserved this win because actually he did the biggest push
They would have to replay.
Kruisberg, and let's
Wow,
see the
that
finish.
is a great,
Yeah,
great timing for him. I
that
just
was
saw the
great.
replay. What a great timing.
Yeah, and those kind of sprint, slingshot effect is so overpowered. I mean, if you start behind,
Yeah,
you are
the
mathematically going to
slipstream,
win.
the slipstream really did
So
help
I need to
you.
know, did you see my race? Did you
Uh,
see my buffs?
yes, 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 I did. I'm still wondering how you actually managed to sprint for a little bit with that energy. That was quite the attack, to be honest. Uh, it was actually interesting to see the point of view of one of the riders. Allowed me to really see that I think that the race could have been different if Frabo didn't go right there. Probably everyone could have hesitated a bit too long, but well, we'll never know, right? It did not happen like that. In the end, Campione did a great sprint, took advantage of the slipstream there. The only thing that can go wrong when you sprint for the slipstream is a possible block. Other than that, if you time it well, it is a powerful move, but it needs to be well executed and well timed.
And now we should witness again a sprint, but in the intentions, this has to be a difficult sprint.
So, a bit more hilly, but without the cobbles.
Yeah, and with the
There we
longer
go.
climb, which is Paso de la
Yeah.
Boqueta.
Uh, what did you have in mind? Because I know you didn't make the DP, but since you had to use it, do you think that this is for the puncher?
I when I picked that stage, I had in mind trying to see if someone could make the sprinter go to the end of the longer climb. I
It's not
think
impossible.
actually with this database this can happen
Yeah. There's a
because this database is a bit overpowered in my opinion. So
yeah.
it will be. So I think most of the players will make the sprinter at least the 77 sprinter 76 sprinter will
Yeah,
go
for sure.
up to the hardest climb. For the first sprinter, I don't think so because yeah, he's very weak on mountain and
Yeah,
hill.
it's you would definitely need a very calm race for that to happen, or someone recovering with him after dropping. I mean, it's extremely hard. It's not impossible. We've seen stranger things happen, but the thing is, if someone manages to bring him along that biggest climb, they actually have time to recover, do the
Yeah,
following two ones that are short, and legit sprint. So, should be interesting to see if that
yeah,
happens.
yeah. Also there are 20, 21, no, basically 30 kilometers from the finish of the last little climb to the end. So actually, you have time
To recover, yeah.
to recover, and also to recover some attack that may have happened during
Can
the
it be?
climbs.
I don't know the downhill profile itself, but can it be one of those? If you can show us, I wonder if it's going to be one of those downhills where you can actually attack or keep the attack you do and the momentum you do after the climb. Probably
I think first downhill has many
first
turns, so I think
might be possible
yeah, yeah. I think people will recover, but also the problem when you have downhills with many turns is that the advantage basically stays the same. So let's see what happens because I'm
yeah.
curious because this may be an
Yeah,
interesting
but
race if they
if
attack
if
because
someone gets a gap there and they get to keep whatever gap they have, if it's like 20, 30 seconds, something that is enough to think about it, and they get to keep it in the yellow and recover energy, they then have an opportunity to try and keep that gap, because it's like you said, 15 kilometers, and almost uh, I wouldn't say half, but like more than a third of what's left. One third will already be done where when they come out of that yellow.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I think it depends on how the race will be done, because if they start pushing lots, basically they will have the sprinters will have a hard time.
Yeah, I
Wait,
tend
wait.
to agree with you. It might very well be that we see a couple of people working for the 82 Sprinter and maybe even succeeding, but it will depend on what happens with the race. Also, Yubi, you were saying nice try by Al Colombiano that he deserved a better result. Maybe so, but he was also a bit lucky with the fact that when he attacked, everyone got blocked with the red car. So at the end of the day, I think a lot of people ended up not having the result that they wanted. We always want everyone to get a fair result. If that was possible, everyone would win. That wasn't the case. Campione did a good win, deserved it as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. In the meantime, first attacks started, and it's Trivelatto with Daniel Mico attacking. And Daniel Mico attacked with his 82 Sprinter, and Trivelatto too, maybe, yeah. He attacked too. With his Climber and his flat guy, and his Sprinter. So 5 men ahead. Now ADK is trying to join them with the 70, with the 76 Sprinter. And
I see.
Frabo,
Frabo with the
Campione,
76
and
Sprinter.
ADK chose the same tactic. Attacking with climbers and with the
The
76
76
sprinter.
Sprinter, yeah.
I think El Colombiano too, but I'm not sure. No, El
Yeah, as
Colombiano
well
sent
with.
the 82
Oh,
on. So, um, so basically,
I
let's see what
mean,
happens.
that's the one of the possible ways to try and get them
Yeah,
up there in a
yeah.
break.
Yeah, and but you will see that in the meantime Daniel Mico is trying to join ahead with this full team, and Eddie K was fast enough to close him, but he forgot one rider behind.
Daniel
So he has
Miko,
now
Daniel Miko,
Machado
I'm
behind.
attacking like Daniel Miko. Okay, we
Well,
move.
let's see, because if this work, that's a good move, but I don't think it will work because
I
now
mean,
people will
for
react. In fact,
for
Simone
EDK
is the first one to
especially,
react.
for EDK especially with the fast response, that would actually be cool if it worked. Yeah, he lost to Ryder, but I think it was a helper, right? Machado
Yeah,
was,
it
yeah,
was Machado. Is a
yeah,
77 flat, which
yeah.
will be useful here.
Yeah, but
But let's
still,
see.
EDK will survive if that break makes it without him. And Oliveira's put to work. Meanwhile, Fravo is in the no man's land with Tibebi Consoni and Caruso. Seems. I don't know how he got dropped. I did not see.
Okay, now Machado and El Colombiano was sleeping, and he's actually being caught and behind, and he's working with Bernal, his climber, while
Yeah, so was
Trivelato.
Fravo. Fravo is returning now.
Yeah, Frabo has made the contact, but Trivelato is behind, still trying to join. Frabo is
Yeah,
in the
that
group, and let's see what happens. Trivelato is likely dropping his player. I don't think so, because I don't think that will be a good move, but
who
still.
does he have in the front?
Well, he has his
Who does he
82
have here?
sprinter, his climber, and his flat guy.
Oh, he lost to 76. That's still a huge
Yeah,
loss.
yeah, and behind he has his 76 sprinter, 76. Yeah, so
Wow, that's a
yeah,
terrible position to
yeah,
be in.
that's
El
terrible position
Colombiano.
for him.
Who does El Colombiano have there? Does he also
El
have a
Colombiano
76 in
was
there?
behind with 82 climber, 81 hill, and 76 sprinter. So bad
Oh,
position even for
that's
him.
bad news for both of them.
Yeah, also
Terrible
because
news.
they have bought behind their ill men. So basically, that could be the leader in case the race
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
hard.
Do they also have the main climber, or is he in the break?
No, El Colombiano is making the climber work
Oh,
now,
so he pretty much has no one to.
while Trivelatto had the
It's
78
either
climber.
yeah, it's either the 82 sprinter for him or no
He joined
dice.
Yeah. Okay, Trivelatto joined, but that cost a bit of energy to Degenkolb because it made the contact on the climb. Let's see what up because the race is not entirely flat
Yeah,
here.
Stork died. Just an example of how much it cost him. Stork had to die his 78 mounted to put the his two teammates in the front.
And
So
now El
yeah, he
Colombiano
might.
is making the 76 sprinter work to join, and he's killing him. So I don't think El Colombiano will be a big factor in this race.
Well, it's not a summit finish, so I'll never say never. But yeah, that's definitely not a good option for him.
Yeah. Well, for now,
And
climbs are finished.
oh, Molano is dead.
Yeah.
Guys, the big dog has a great eco. A
It's not
lot.
me, it's Grassi, I believe. I
Um,
believe it comes from.
when I speak, there is echo.
It's either Grassi or Frabo. It's one. No, yeah, I think it's Grassi because he's the one speaking. Frabo has sound on, but he's not speaking. So I'm listening to it too, so I know it's not me. I just noticed it like 5 minutes ago.
Here in cold, there's no Hiko. But in
Oh,
live,
sorry.
yes, it is.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Weird. But I was noticing that on the because I have a little bit of sound in the stream.
Um,
That's
I I lowered the volume of my stream also on the microphone,
on the microphone, yeah, because it's probably capturing my sound for the stream
probably.
for your mic, which isn't the ideal. Okay,
Okay.
so
We have five riders in the break. Frabo has three, while Daniel Mico and Campione Regionale has one.
also welcome, Piero. I just saw your
Yeah,
message in the
welcome,
chat,
Piero.
by the way. You already told it here, but
And now attacks, and El Colombiano got a gap with this full team. Then he stopped and sent Molano on the attack with Igita.
oh, poor Milano.
Yeah, Molano is basically being the slave.
He's
We can
yeah,
say slave in live.
yeah, we can. I mean,
Okay, okay, okay,
this is not PCM world.
okay. PCM woke.
That works too, I guess.
Well,
I mean, uh, he's
now we
using
have.
Milano literally as a sacrificial lamb. I have no idea who he's planning to work for.
Yeah,
Maybe
probably
the
the hill guy because he saw the race is hilly and maybe so he decided according to that. Maybe.
yeah. Well,
Well, in the meantime, we have a pretty hectic situation because
if
Frabo
my
is ahead,
grandma, if,
but
if
behind we have Daniel Mico with four
oh
men,
Miko is yeah.
Who is
Trivelatto
behind?
with three, Simone, campione regionale with four, two for El Colombiano, three for ADK, and the group behind had split before, and ADK is trying again to attack on this part of the race, which is slowly but surely climbing to Paso del Turquino, because this is Paso del Turquino, if someone was wondering. Let's see, because ADK has made the jump, but Daniel Miko is closing for everyone. And so the only one in the break at the moment is Frabo with three
As
men.
usual.
Okay, so
Frabo
Frabo
had an order.
retains his super offensive attitude. Let's see how long he can make it. The gap is not much, and it's falling.
Well, now I think it will be
Oh,
go up because it's
yeah,
constantly rising, and
yeah.
the
Let's
road
see. And
no one is
it's Daniel
pushing.
Miko moving with 4 men, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is
Daniel
that
Miko
Daniel?
again.
Yeah.
Daniel Miko again, and Ludvigson is making most of the work. He was working before too. Simone and ADK attack now. Simone has three men. ADK has two, but they stopped because of some bug, I think. and they are
But
joined again by the group, while Trivelato managed to go out and joined Daniel Mico.
okay, so EDK as well doing the jump now and
Yeah,
going into about to reach E2 and he gets there.
yeah, I joined, and let's see what happens now because
Someone followed. It is El
El
Colombiano, Por
Colombiano,
Milano.
and now is
Oh
now
my
Simone
God,
too. Simone too is try to make the jump.
Por Milano. What a life.
Yeah, Molano is used. Is used
Oh
in
man,
bad
poor guy.
ways.
Poor guy. He's he's a he's not even a luxury domestic in this race. He's the first guy to work.
Yeah, I mean, probably his salary isn't much for doing all that work.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have nightmares about this evening when he goes to bed later
Yeah,
on.
surely.
But curious to see how Colombiano, because this DV is very messy to be
Now
polite,
attack
which I
by
usually am not.
competitive.
Oh,
Sorry, attack again by
yeah, yeah,
Simone,
yeah. I'm
and
watching. I'm watching.
Frabo is following him with Daniel Mico, El Colombiano following Eddie K
Oh,
joining.
and it's
Trivelato
completely
more
stretching now.
relaxed. Colombiano is closing for everyone on Simone, so I think again the break is doomed.
Everyone's gonna
And
get together though here, I
yeah,
believe.
Frabo keeps doing his work because he has 1 minute and 40 seconds almost.
Okay, who does he have? I don't know if we talk about.
He
Is it the
has
82?
the 81 flat, the 78 mountain, and 81 hill, and
Ah,
he's
so he
making
does not
all
have
of
the
them
sprinter.
work.
Interesting.
Let's see,
Okay.
let's see. I think he may be counting on the 81 flat guy to be the one, but the marquee is still so strong, so I don't know.
It's a decent gap so far.
Yeah,
Let's see where this can lead him because he still has backup behind. So,
yeah.
uh,
I think he will try to push Os past Paso de la Boqueta. I think that will be a sense the tactic.
I don't
And
think that's a bad move at all.
yeah, he has almost 2 minutes, and now on downhill he will recover energies because this downhill is very technical. So,
Yeah,
I
and
mean, everyone will have bars in the end.
he then will have to put his is it us? It is us. 81 flat guy. Uh, after the downhill is over, he will have to finish burning him in the flat.
Yeah,
But he will still have two guys in the front in an interesting position. So, kind of interested to see where this is leading.
yeah, he is the only one, and probably he has also better bars than everyone because everyone was trying to kill them
Ah, yes,
themselves
Piero.
attacking.
Uh, actually, let me check. I'll tell you at least the positions of the last stage.
Okay.
Uh, oh, we have
Oh,
the ranking here by EMEA. So
no,
with it,
Emea is here.
yeah, with points included. Well, he's not here, but he's not on voice, but he posted the ranking. So
Good.
with
Cool,
entry
cool.
points included, which were 30 for EDK and Trivalato, 15 for Campione and Frabo, and 5 for Vico and El Comiano. Right now, Campione is leading 115, EDK second 80 points, Daniel Mico third 75, Trivalato fourth 65, Il Grandissimo Frabo fifth 40, and El Colombiano in the mud with 23. So, uh,
So
while
the
EMEA watches
situation.
Milan against, I have no idea who they're playing with, but
Uh, Wait. What did you say? What did you say again?
Well, I'm saying while EMEA watches Milan, but I have no idea who Milan is playing with.
Bologna.
Ah, okay.
Uh,
So 145, it's stable right now. It's not falling too quickly. What do
well,
you think can result from this move in the long
well,
term? And
now everyone is working behind, especially Daniel Mico and Machado, and
yes, and
ADK, obviously. Um, let's see, because the gap is still there, is fixed. It doesn't drop, it doesn't raise. But now, I mean, with this gap that Ludwigson and Machado got, Frabo
Yeah, that's some free
gained.
time for Frabo to breathe.
Yeah, Frabo had the advantage of the
Frabo, don't
yeah
be Benji Nelson. Give some water to your riders, bro.
yeah. Well, it's 73.7 kilometers from the finish now, and we are approaching Paso de la Boqueta, which is the hardest climb of the day, and Frabo has 2 minutes.
And
Non ti
if
ricorda questa parola?
Boqueta
Oh, no! Fucking
is
kidding!
oh,
that's the
easy,
puncture for
Frabo,
Pozzo
have
Vivo.
ears. That's
That's
Domenico Pozzovivo's day of work has been wasted. He still had quite to do, and he punctured at a terrible time.
yeah, that was the worst moment, worst
Yeah,
possible
this
moment.
is terrible. I mean, right now Fravo is in no man's land with his two guys in the front, but it's pretty much all in vain because Pozzovivo needs to get there fast and consuming as least energy as possible without conceding too much time. So it's all
Well,
very
Pozzo
hard.
Vivo, in the end, Pozzo Vivo is just
Yeah,
he has just to help Ulissi on the climb, probably.
uh,
But now he has
he
1 minute less than he had before Pozzo Vivo
Yeah,
punctured.
yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible because
Yeah,
it costs energy to get someone in the group as quickly as he did, and he still had to lose pretty much half of what he had. Half, not pretty much, actually half.
yeah.
So let's see. It's not the same advantage position that he had before the puncture, but let's see if he can still work with it somehow.
Io mi vendicherò.
What
Yo,
did he say?
he
I
said
will revenge.
he wants to
Ah,
have he will avenge himself.
because I think I would have understood the Italian word. I just didn't understood what he said at all. I mean,
Well, now
that's
we
terrible.
are at the final resolution because we are on Paso de la Boqueta and Daniel Mico with the epic trick of of putting Ludwigson in the last wheel tried to gain some advantage. He didn't because Eddie K just closed on him very fast. And now let's see what happens because to close on Frabo, they have to push, and this pushing will surely put climb sprinters in serious difficulty.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. Who gets their sprinters to the top, if anyone? Let's see.
I think
Uh,
ADK and no Daniel Miko is in the best position right now, while
oh,
everyone
and he's
else
forcing the
has
pace.
sprinters a bit too behind. So let's
Yeah,
see because El Colombiano as Molano will die, will surely die,
I'm
and
still dumbfounded of how Molano isn't dead yet. But hey,
yeah, that's so
Peloton was
strange.
going calm. Peloton was going calm. To be honest, they only caught Frabo because of the puncture. Almost caught because it's almost done. And now Daniel Miko on the right side, it's Campione on the left, and EDK takes the front in the center, desperately trying to reach Alessandro De Marchi, and Frabo trying to move with Tiberio and Consoni from behind.
And let's see because this move is very dangerous because
Oh, and he goes, and he
and Daniel Miko is pushing with Jan Sevan Rensburg in second wheel,
immediate response from Daniel Miko, but let's see if EDK decides to go as well. He's
and it
pushing
seems
too.
like everyone has made their sprinter past.
Yeah, not
Also El
shocked.
Colombia, also Molano is still there.
Oh my god.
And this is the final proof this database is
It's
shit.
broken. Yes,
Yeah,
it's shit.
it's
It's
definitely
broken.
shit.
It's stupid. How can someone waste so much energy on a guy and still make him pass
Yeah,
the
no,
hardest
And
climb?
Enrico still has 82.
Everyone does.
everyone does. Even El Colombiano was behind. It's not like a great feature with this database. This is the final proof. I mean,
Yeah, Piero. If they passed, you would certainly pass it more easily for sure. So I don't doubt you. I think we would all.
This was 100% a victory without the punch.
Kite.
Okay, so the situation is 30 men in the peloton, everyone with sprinters. It's going to be a sprint fest. Let's just hope these climbs can eliminate a couple more helpers, sorry, so that we can at least have a less block fest of a sprint. Pace is going high again. Question of the day for our viewers: can Molano make it? Is he even still there? I think he is.
I mean,
Also, not.
they push the fast
Oh, also,
on the
Grassi,
climb.
I'm still listening to myself in your background. Still a
No,
bit of echo.
well, I don't know.
Okay, seems good. No, it's still there somehow. Okay, doesn't matter. We're not going to try and fix it right now. Right now we have 39.2 to go, and yeah, it's going to be a very boring World Championship with this.
Yeah,
I agree.
it will be Sprinter
If
World Championship.
if only the president or I don't know the secretary would intervene and change some values.
Someone said secretary. I think I know him. I think I know him. He's
Yeah, I
on
heard of him.
vacation.
I
It's
don't think.
impossible talking with the main organizer. I can only say this.
Well,
Oh, that
we don't need to
I
talk.
believe.
We just need to impose. I mean, that's what.
Yeah, that's how the rules work.
Yeah. So
Okay, so
I'm going. I'm
final
going.
difficulty of the day. How long is that? Do you know, Rusty? How many? 2 kilometers, maybe?
Well, it's 32.5 kilometers, and
No, no, that final hill.
the final
Well,
hill is less than 2 kilometers,
less
and
than two. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, so let's see if anyone is going to die so close to the end of the difficulties of the day.
Eddie K
And
is
he's
trying to push
going
as
like a
fast as he
madman,
can.
going like a madman. See if he can drop someone. He has energy on that sprinter for sure. He's pushing hard. El Colombiano desperately trying to hold on. I see two men only off Trivia in the front.
And
Bro,
Molano is still here. Molano is
oh
still here.
my God. Molano is going to the sprint. Chivalata struggling to keep Akron, but managing to do it very well, uh, taking advantage of the descent because would have been in deep trouble if it wasn't such a short hill. Clearly not the best management from him. EDK was going strong though, sprint and everything, and in his train like a fucking madman. Love it.
Well, I think this race will be a shit show because actually it's a full peloton sprint.
Yeah, yeah, Piero. We are aware of the echo. We just can't fix it as quickly as we would like. Uh, I'm gonna try and see in a little bit, but first let's go to the final 20 kilometers of the race. So everyone has at least 4 men. We're gonna take a look at the ending. I'm looking at the ending on Frabo's map. There's indeed the mentioned turn before the end, so a vital point of the sprint.
Yeah. Let's see what happens because right now everyone has basically four, five, three or five men. Ed-
Yeah.
Hodge attack with
Oh,
Molano on his wheels. That's the
Bolano.
biggest meme.
It's like he's trying to sabotage his own sprinter at this point.
Simone has still six riders.
Naturally.
But he hasn't the 82 sprinter because
Wait, really?
I told him that's on me because I told him the 82 sprinter won't keep the pace on the hardest
Oh,
climb. But
oh,
it
poor
seems
guy.
like with this database it happens. So
Oh, you poor guy. How could you say such a thing? You knew that it could be possible with this TV. In fact, I thought it was going to be very possible, and here we are.
no, I mean
Uh,
I thought that with the 76 sprinter it will be possible for almost everyone. I mean everyone, but I will never think that
Yeah,
with
just
the 82. But
Daniel,
still,
Nico, if you're listening, this TP is shit. Whatever made you think these values were good, other than maybe for yourself that likes to keep riders?
and now let's see the sprint.
It's a massive sprint for point two to go. A lot of people are piled up. Four-man, five-man trains, and now Trivelato in the front, Bravo from the center. It's CDK on the left, launching his train. Four-man, it's too long. It's Bravo, the marquee with Consoni. He's attacking.
And
Race is
Trivelato
pursuit.
timed
Trivelato
very well,
attacking from the
probably.
right side. That's a good
Is
time.
it the final
Simone
turn?
controlling with El
Let's see,
Colombiano.
because there
It's
is
Trivelato.
Simone
It's Trivelato.
to.
It's CDK. It's CDK. It's CDK. CDK's gonna get it. It's still in it.
And
El
it's Eddie
Very
K!
well.
Colombiano.
It's Eddie K!
Oh.
that wins.
El Colombiano smashing Trivelato in the end and stealing the second place.
Well, I mean,
That
the facts I said everyone about the turns in the finish made a good sprint because everyone knew what to expect. So basically, they all started very soon, and so actually,
Bravo started too soon, and
Frabo
hence we
started
ended up
way too soon. Yeah,
and hence we ended up with everyone else actually timing it for a very close sprint. But at the end, EDK made the massive train, used it well, timed it well, and managed to have a great win. And somehow, somewhere somewhere in heaven, an angel is crying as Fernando Gaviria takes second place, and the world is shocked at this outcome. We were all rooting for Volano, but it did not come to be.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the first four were on the same line, and they timed pretty well the sprint. Almost every one of them. But El Colombiano timed a bit late because otherwise he would have won. He probably was too far from the head of the race when the sprint started. And El Colombiano had the 82 sprinter, and this
Yes, it
82
is.
sprinter didn't make it to the finish.
Wait, isn't Gaviria the 82? Oh,
Yeah,
he's the.
Gaviria is the 82.
So he
Trivelato
did make it to
timed
the
a
finish.
bit. Oh wait, they were waiting for me because Dennis was still.
Uh, did you see your DMs, Fran?
What?
I'm gonna. Did you see your DMs?
No, not still.
Oh, you should. I'm gonna need a spot in there with you because I've lost my live feed that Rich quit. So there's that as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll make Trivelato having a place with you
All right,
in the
thank you. I'm
next
gonna start
lobby.
my game. So this avoids you overloading the stream of your Discord, and still we'll both be watching at the same time, so it's perfect. Okay, so let me go quickly see the general classification. I think Inman must have updated it by now. Oh, he has not. I'm actually waiting, but right now I see EDK will be leading with 180. Um, El Colombiano will have 103. Campione, I don't know if he was fourth or
Campione was
fifth,
fourth,
maybe
so 35 points. So he has
still in front.
150.
150, yeah. So EDK leading 180, then Campione probably 150. Didn't see what Daniel Miko did. Do in this case, what didn't see what he do. No, yes, actually. So EDK pretty much with one hand in the gold already.
Wait, I was writing on 8B.
Oh, I'm just saying EDK right now we're just waiting for the confirmation of the results. But right now, with one stage to go, EDK has one hand in the gold, maybe one hand and a half, because this last stage actually suits his style very well. He
Yeah,
likes the
it's
style of terrain.
Lombardia, and it's a
Yes.
direct test of World Cup first round.
Do I want to go see what you wrote in AB?
Well, let's see if Frabo plays, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's all she wrote for Frabo, especially because with that result, I think he even lost any chances for.
No, Frabo joined the room, so he will play.
Okay, at least that. So, I'm joining as well. Okay, lock and load.
At this point, I won't rule out that this race can be for the hill men.
Well, I won't rule out anything with this TV. I mean, it's not going to be for the 82 Sprinter, but other than that, everything is fair game.
This is a different, this is a different version from the one which is in World Cup.
Am I World
I
Sprinter?
tested
Never mind.
the one in World Cup, and it was
Updated GC. Sorry
it
to
was
interrupt you.
sorry.
Updated GC. Updated GC says, as we talked about, EDK 180, Campione second 150, 30-point gap. It's still not a hand and a half, but one hand already. But Campione is still very close.
Yeah.
Tribalato is third with 115, further behind. So that's a fight for bronze between him, Daniel Miko, that has 100 points. And El Colombiano with 93, 22 points behind Trive, and Frabo is in the mud with 58. So that's the current GC. Again, EDK 180, Campione 150, Trive 115, Daniel Miko 100, El Colombiano 93, Frabo in the mud 58. Okay, I only need one rider.
Yeah, me too. They will chill.
Oh, I crashed for fuck's sake.
You crashed? Oh, you went on the E.
In the what?
You went on the E of information probably because this make the game crash.
Not on purpose, but maybe.
Okay, lol.
Definitely not on purpose, but yeah, this is the most wonderful game ever made. So there's that. Okay, I'm joining. Should be good. Yeah, I'm loaded. So doesn't really matter where I start. I'll have time to remove my rider. It's gonna be for the Cobble Man, says Piero. Who knows, man? At this point,
Yeah,
I
at this
will not
point
rule out anything.
I wouldn't rule out.
After what we saw in the last race, but we'll see. Maybe it's a 78 guy.
I can already tell you this race is a different one from the one in World Cup. It's harder, so I think this will be for the climber. But the one in World Cup, I think maybe even for the hill guy.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff in the World Cup that we all wish would not be happening, but at least I get to say, I told you so to everyone that said, let's go with this option.
Yeah. That's totally
That's
right.
That's always fun to say. Okay, so it's quite the steep stage, the steep version, in this case of your Lombardia, and
Let's see, I hope they will just play a bit better than usually.
for Fravo, as I'm taking a quick look at the classification, would need like a gigantic miracle for a medal. That's not going to happen, or it's really unlikely to happen. So right
Yeah.
now, it's EDK and Campione, unless something tragic happens to them fighting for the gold. Trivelato and Rico for the bronze, and El Colombiano still with a shot at bronze as well. So everything in the open. Three guys for bronze is still wide open, and two guys for gold is still an interesting fight. So we'll see. Oh, and the game picked 6 riders for me, lovely. Yeah.
I'm going for a quick smoke.
Yeah. I'm just trying. Gonna drop my riders and start to look at what's going on in the race.
Um, what a bad way to say anyone is in trouble, saying he's in the mud. We say he's in the shit. It's far better.
El Colombiano, follow me. Since yeah, there we go. You're good.
I mean, what just happened?
Oh, El Colombiano was
Okay, I'll drop Valverde. I'll drop Valverde to make him.
he was up.
Can I
Yeah,
join your little train?
yes, you can.
Hey, Valverde. Valverde, just stop. Wait.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
so
Let's go with Hype Train. I'm going to smoke.
Hype trade as triple auto attacks the four guys. We have the Cobbles guy, we have the 78 Mountain guy, we have the Puncher, and we have the 77 Flood guy,
So
also
basically,
known
the
as the Time
leaders.
Trialist.
Basically, the leaders.
Well, no, yeah, one, but he still has the Mountain guy, and wait, who else does he have in the peloton? Pretty much everyone except the Mountain guy is there. So who's the other guy with him? 76 Sprinter? Yeah, so
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
pretty
he
much
has 78
every
mountain,
leader, every leader except the Bushman.
except the right man.
Yes.
I hope it's the right man because I mean,
Okay, EDK. I mean, if it's not, I'm actually in a position to look better at this, and yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I
not gonna
hope
rule
because
out anything because of the DP, but
this ITA Cup hasn't going as I intended. But when I created this competition, I didn't know about the database. So actually, I mean, it's partially my fault.
Daniel Miko goes
Daniel Miko joined.
with his mountain team.
Yeah, I attacked with the
His
82
two mountain
mountain.
riders, yeah, his two, the 82 and the 78 and the 76 Sprinter
And
as a
now,
helper. Wow.
well,
So
that's bold.
He's planning. Let me look at the puncher. He's planning to work for the. Well,
No, I don't think he's planning to play for the. I mean, probably
if
he
he's
knows this database better than everyone else.
if he
But
does and attacking so soon, he's not making himself any favors here.
yeah, that's right. And his stop isn't working, so. And El
Well,
Colombiano,
naturally,
in the meantime, El Colombiano joined.
Colombiano places like Bernal as well. This is
Yeah.
extremely weird what we're watching here. I don't know if anyone got the memo. That could be your leader for the race, but hey, with this TV, I don't blame you guys.
Yeah, I mean, they.
Okay,
It's
EDK,
actually possible they are playing for the 81 ill guy.
and it would not shock me. I'm quickly looking at the stats. It would not completely shock me if they actually managed to do it, but I really hope to see the mountain guy here leading the charge.
Well, I hope so, but in a slower race, I mean, even if last penultimate climb, the last big one, which is Paso Ganda,
Yeah.
they this should be a climb hard enough to make the race for the climbers. But still, I wouldn't rule out because if they push slow on that climb, I mean, also because
Well,
in the final climb has couples, so you know.
it's gonna be interesting to find out who even is going to be the possible winner of the stage because this DB is just the gift that keeps giving. Meanwhile, Simone is actually the one pacing right now or controlling. He's actually pacing. He's gonna close it
Yeah, he's
sooner
trying
or
to
later.
close and
Daniel Miko
yes,
is actually trying to respond,
yeah.
but
But
not gonna last long. He stops.
to be
He
honest,
stops.
yeah, this break has no chances to survive.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you attack outright with the guy that at least logic still dictates could be the leader, people are gonna chase you.
Yeah, that's right. Better not giving like 1 minute's advantage
Yeah,
for free.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay, now
Uh,
race is again on point blank, and let's see if something happens on Madonna del Ghisallo, which is the first effective climb
and
of the day.
meanwhile, we have a report from the back of the race. It's Great Britain and their friend Valverde. It's raining and we want to go home, they say. But we have an attack. It's El Colombiano. Who else? With time trialist, the 78, and the puncher,
Oh, little
Trivalato.
cavalry.
There's a gap there, but Trivalato managed to pass Simone as well, and EDK. Oh, quite a few people here to
Yeah,
join the actual break
and
now.
just Frabo
And
hasn't.
Richard Carapaz is again on the break.
Frabo is the only one not sending riders into the break. He just said on the vocal on the chat of the game he isn't
Yeah, I
here
saw.
with mind. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
that's
it's normal. He worked a lot. He there we go. Everyone back to where
that's
we started.
a lot of drama.
I mean, he worked so much in those stages. He tried stuff, and then first there was that situation where he worked on stage one, and everyone else reaped the benefits. That can happen once, okay. But then the puncture screwed him, and then you end up last without truly deserving it. Yeah,
Well,
I
you
would be
know,
pissed as well.
in this game, it's
No,
difficult to have what you actually
well,
deserve,
I
and
I don't think deserve ever is what we ever get in any kind of competition because nothing is perfect. So, but we
yeah.
still get frustrated. It's part of our way of being humans.
Karabats
I,
again on the attack.
so is a goddamn now.
Daniel Mico is playing a game I'm not fully understanding.
Well, like you said, he knows the DB better than anyone, which is something that worries me tremendously
Yeah.
because the DB is a mess. And we can quite easily see that he's definitely not sticking to the normal plan. So I'm gonna guess. Let me see who he has behind. Probably the puncher. It has to be the puncher. It is. Yeah. So I wouldn't rule out a possibility of the puncher being able to take this. At least it's.
I just hope no, because otherwise, I mean, at this point we could use Sparta Race because actually this DB is so overpowered that that stage will be done very easily.
I mean, I'm starting to think it's quite possible actually. With all that I'm seeing today, um, definitely, I think following Miko lobby is just going to show us the Mickey Mouser even more on this TV
Yeah.
because, as you said, and well, he's going to be better at exploiting it than most people because he made it.
Read my message on the chat.
Which one? Sorry, which chat?
Chat on the game.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure, man. I agree with that, and it's really, really a messy thing.
Yeah. I mean, it will be so. I'm I'm not ruling out the possibility of not playing at all the World Cup. To be honest, it was something I was considering past days because I just don't have the will of playing, and this is making me even feeling even worse. To be
All right,
honest.
so let's get back to the little of race we have.
Well, I'm going to smoke. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep talking about the little that is happening here, which is right now is El Colombiano again with time trialist 78 and 82. No, and puncher actually. Oh, that's new. No, surprise. Something changed. I have no idea, Piero. I'd legit want to know. Um, but I think it's just one of the. He's well, I know why. It's just not my stream. When it's in my stream, yeah, I'm also getting ready for that swags. I'm more than sure it's gonna happen at this rate. Uh, I would explain you why, Piero, but it's not my stream. I don't know how far I can swear if it was my stream, I'd be swearing all night about his actions. I guess it's just called being dumb. There's people have tried to explain him how to improve his game. He doesn't listen. So he likes to pace even when there are rules preventing to pace when there are punctures. He likes to attack just for the sake of attacking, and he doesn't know how to play any other way, which would be fine if he at least tried to listen when people give him some tips. So that's it. He's dumb, stubborn. He's South American, and I have nothing against South Americans. It's just some of them are hot-blooded. So am I, and I'm not South American, by the way. Also, a characteristic of us here in certain parts of Europe, like the Mediterranean, Italy. Well, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, he's very stubborn, and I don't know if he even has interest in doing more than he does, because when someone corrects him, he just, oh, you guys are the pros. Oh, the pros of PCM are speaking, man. Ah, ay, 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 and all that crap. And I obviously get to laugh because last night I was playing IPL, and I had Egan Bernal, a very OP Egan Bernal with upgrades, but the other guys also had riders with upgrades. I pretty much had no one to help me when the climb started, so I was alone with Egan for most of the race because it was a race with a lot of mountain. And El Colombiano, instead of trying to take advantage of that when I was on a -2, would just randomly attack, kill himself, stop, and I easily breezed through the room to get a comfortable win. And when you don't have helpers, that shouldn't be possible, even if you have two more mountain than someone else. So I don't think he likes criticism too much or offers of help. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe so. It's just that I don't know, so that's why I say I don't want to put anyone in trouble if it's not usual. It's just that, I mean, in my stream, I even have it
Okay,
R-rated
I'm back, I'm back.
for profanity and explicit content. So we were not doing anything wrong. Me and Pierre were just having a talk.
Oh, okay, better. Swagzone said getting ready for punchers to win this stage, and he's right.
Yes, I believe so. I've been predicting the same since the kilometer zero of the race when I said people are going to work for the puncher, and you disagreed. But I want to be wrong once. I would like to.
I
But
actually, I
Daniel Mito
actually,
himself.
I actually think that with all the criticism it got in first stages, but Champions League database was way
Oh
better,
yeah, yeah.
and
There's no
that's not
doubt.
because I made it, but because actually race were good to follow.
Yeah, the
So
same happens to me, Piero. Same happens to me. If I had like 100 viewers with the profanity I say, and sometimes it's not even just the profanity, you know, the kind of jokes that people today, everything is offensive to them. So
yeah,
yeah, I get it. I
yeah.
guess I
I
would be
mean,
canceled too, even if I do not have uh, any bad feelings or any ill feelings towards anyone. I'm just joking around. I mean,
no,
I
but
don't have
well, you
anything.
know, when we comment in Italian,
Yeah,
it's
he was
actually
telling me that
happened that we start saying things that shouldn't be said
on
here.
Twitch. Yeah, it happens to
Yeah,
me all the time when I'm talking with the PCM UK and the other guys in my stream, and I often say things that will probably get a legit streamer canceled. But yeah, we're lucky. We're small Twitches, and no one really cares. And if they did, we would just start another one. So there's that.
okay, we are at the start of the second climb of the day, which is Roncola.
11.3 kilometers, almost 1K altitude and 6% average with a very uneven profile, not particularly steep
Yeah.
for most of it. And we continue to see the El Colombiano show presented by René Guita. As I was saying, to Piero, I mean, I personally, I want to point that out. I have nothing personal against El Colombiano. I'm sure he's a pretty nice guy and all. I just don't like the way he plays and the way he answers when people are legit trying to tell him what to do better, giving him advice, not being rude for him.
I mean, he probably don't fully understand, doesn't fully understand what we say to him because he has
Ah,
not a
yeah,
big understanding of English.
he understands enough to start telling people when they correct him that we're the pros of PCM, we win all the time, we know better. Yes, we do know better than you. At least that. When I don't know better than that, I'll shoot myself. So, where were we?
Well, we are with Del
Trivelato.
Colombiano with still an attack, and Trivelato has attacked
Oh
with
shit.
his 82 and ADK 2, so they got a big gap. And now let's see what happens because now Daniel Mico and Campione have to work, while Daniel
Okay,
Mico attacks.
so yeah, Carapaz going for the move and nothing from Frabo in the horizon. Nothing from Campione. Campione now moving a little bit. See if he's gonna what he's gonna do here. Oh shit.
Now Simone has forced the pace and is trying to join with El Colombiano. Colombiano is with him. And ADK now pushing, trying to make the gap with these. Trying to join with these helpers. And Frabo still behind with this full team. Let's see how
Yeah,
he's playing this one.
I don't think Frabo really cares that much at this point. I mean, he sees the gap going, and yeah, I'm gonna close it, but eventually, it's too late, and his mind isn't just there anymore.
Well, he's pushing in a conservative way because he's probably trying to make the race for the 80 for his ill guy.
Yeah, apparently he's not the only one.
And Trivelato attacks again. Trivelato attacks again. And everyone is making the puncher just a bit more covert.
Yeah, I think people after the last two stages might have learned some obvious lessons here. I hope they at least learned not to rule it out if they want to win. Okay, so such an effort, such an intensity, but still everyone back together except for Triva's three men, which are Stork, Bushman, as I like to say, and the time trialists Time Lord.
In the meantime, Milan Milan has 8 minutes of garbage time.
What? Sorry.
Milan just in the Milan
8 minutes.
match 8 minutes of
Oh,
garbage time.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's just until Milan scores.
Yeah, I was gonna say I assume they are like tied right now, needing
Yeah,
one goal.
they're 0-0 nil,
Yeah, naturally.
and I think like they just want them to win.
Just don't bother Amer right now. Whatever you do, don't talk to him. He must be in a very dark place waiting for that goal. Very troubled, very worried. Uh, Meanwhile, we are watching yet a race that doesn't really start jam-packed of action. Let's see where this goes. EDK
Trivelato is
working with.
not gaining that so much.
No, he's not. And in fact, cooperation has started in the front. And first it was EDK, now it's
Frabo?
Excuse me, Frabo setting the pace, and El Colombiano with the 1, 2, 3, at least 5. No, 6-man train. Never mind. It's time for the 6-man train. There we go.
And this is
Say
the best jingle about El Colombiano.
I mean, every time I see a 6-man train, or even when I do one, just to say that, I always say it. I mean, just fantastic. I need to do an El Colombiano song with this included, for sure. So, meanwhile, the gap is not stopped falling, and it's actually growing a little bit now, and then it's in
Yeah,
the
because
1 minute margin because Man from the Bush is pacing.
now El
Well,
Colombiano is probably trying to attack with his full team. And Molano,
yes, he
Molano
is.
again.
Molano, the hero of the night. No one will forget his performances.
Molano
He
is
was
so
outstanding.
strong.
I mean,
The
for a
pace is very
76
hard,
sprinter, I
and the
think
group is very long now. I don't think it will break, but still, Nibali risked. Nibali is
it
risking
was
so much. Nibali
it
is
was
risking a
really
lot.
stretched out. Nibali really
Oh
risking
gosh.
a little bit of. He risked at least a little bit of blue there. I even stuttered there. A little bit of blue. Don't know if that happened or not. So, it's down to 40 seconds. It's not the winning move unless something really bizarre happens. They're all going to be
Yeah.
together soon.
Let's see, because I mean, climbs are. We have
Yeah.
just two big climbs, so actually a big sprint is configuring again.
Well, let's see what happens here. But now Daniel Loss working like a madman. Frabo is finally awoken and fighting for his honor at the very least, trying to get a win before he bows out of Classics 2021. And he's joined by Campione, and everyone else is just chilling.
Well,
A gap
the
is gonna
group is
open.
basically full, except
Yeah,
for Polit, which is 10 minutes behind.
which is in the mud, as I like to say. It's just interesting to see how Trivelato, that sometimes manages to produce some interesting results, is sometimes so careless with some of his energy management.
Yeah, because he's a
The,
newbie. He actually
yeah,
he's
but
strong, but at the same time,
he's a very promising player, but
yeah.
it's at these moments that we definitely see the lack of experience. So, El Colombiano going with Hodge, with Milano, always Milano, never forget Milano. And
Oh no, Molano
Lopez.
is
So,
behind now. By the way, I'm seeing some strange race, and Molano is here.
no, he's not behind. He attacked.
I'm seeing a so strange playing in this
Wait, what
race.
are you seeing?
It's so weird. Everything is so weird.
Are we at least seeing the same race?
No, I mean, yeah, I think
Okay.
No, I mean,
No,
in the
it's flirt. Yes,
general,
of course it's
the
flirt.
the
Yeah.
general attitude is
Well,
a bit
yeah.
strange.
Naturally, I mean, it's not particularly the best lobby in the world, and I don't think the DB is helping any cause. So
Nah,
it is what it is.
yeah, they're
Antonio
clearly
Tiberi,
playing.
Tiberi just is he gonna take that gap? I mean, it's free, but I certainly think not. That was not even the point. He just wanted to pace, I believe. But he's gonna take it. He's gonna take it. I mean, how cool would be the 76 sprinter winning Lombardia?
Yeah,
and such a version as
that
this
will be
one,
a first.
and such a hard variant as this one. And now Grandissimo Frabo is making his move, his first of the day, his first real move of the day. He's putting everyone in the front. Trivalato is next to him. EDK with Almeida, Rodriguez, and Lorenzo. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
five-man train.
No, now
And
it's five. It's still five.
yeah, but Miko still has a six-man train. Oh, Hodge is that. Hodge is the one dead. Campione loses Alberto Bettiol. And Miko's still surviving with six. But Miko is a classic case of I'll keep all my riders and then I don't know what to do with them and I'll lose them all at once.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's right.
uh,
I mean,
that's also how Paso
that's
plays.
probably what led him to make this
Oh, for sure,
database.
for sure. Yeah, that's the first thing I speculated about. He likes to keep riders, so this is definitely a good DB for it.
I probably, if I will play, I won't do a single attack. That's what I think.
Well, what I think is that Tiberi just got almost 1 minute for free because no one is really caring that much. But it's also something that won't last because if it does, wow, it's just the Mickey Mousery of the
Well,
year.
Milan just ended this match 0-0. So,
Okay, that's probably the end of Emil's contributions for today's stream.
yeah, probably. He's now going to cry in Calcio of our channel on Discord.
Ah, yes. I wish I knew Italian to watch that conversation unfold, but it's too much stuff to try and translate.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to be
The
fair.
Barry continues to move, but the gap is stable, and now Bushman is trying to kill it because he's trying to go himself with Steinle, with Stork, and
And
it's
now again,
Campione following
Trivelato.
him.
Yeah, Trivelato is trying to make the race
Yeah,
harder as he can.
yeah, he is, and Campione immediately following him with the uh, interesting formation.
The group almost broke, almost split in half on this little climb, and there is another climb in the next kilometers, Zambla Alta, and Frabo goes.
Oh, and there goes Frabo. Four-man attack. Reaches T-Berry. Has the fifth man to help the attack. Knows he's going to lose him, but that's where he needs to use him right there to finish and help that gap to establish 41 seconds. To Peloton now 54, and now it's Trivelato pacing with Steimle and Campione with Pasqualon. So
Well,
1 minute there.
Frabo has Tiberi dead, so he didn't add so much use for him.
No, he got the gap. That's what he wanted from him. He helped establish the gap. You can't ask for much more than that to a rider that has
No,
already been in a break.
that's true.
So Damiano Caruso now leading the charge with Pozzovivo in the wheel and the puncher Alessandro De Marchi third wheel. So definitely trying to save the puncher for as long as he can, see if it works out. And meanwhile,
Attack by
leading the
Campione
charge
in the
with
group.
Caruso.
Attack by Campione, and now the
Oh,
race is.
and EDK
Yeah,
responds, and everything is exploding now.
They stopped, and so they allowed to
If
come
they
back.
give free space to Frabo here in this kind of terrain, they might regret it for sure.
Yeah, because he has 1 minute and 50 seconds, so he's going to.
He has a long downhill now to
Yeah,
recover energy and try and keep the gap, maybe even improve it if people decide to be dumb and not put someone doing the downhill. But Daniel Nico is already making sure that doesn't happen. He's going down with his 78 downhill puncher, trying to make sure that gap doesn't extend.
yeah, he's doing good. I think this move will mean that probably punchers won't be in the group at the end of the climb. It depends how they do the next climb,
Yeah,
and
this is really, really steep. I would be surprised. even with this DB, only if they don't do absolutely anything to try and drop the punchers. But I'm
They now have two because Frabo has advantage.
yeah, Ilganissimo Frabo, three riders in the front, and now he's working with the puncher.
He's playing for the climber, obviously.
That would be a smart move with what's coming ahead. Paso Ganda in 8 kilometers starting. It's 9.3 kilometers, 7.2 average, and the max is 14.7%. Near the end, actually, so gonna be interesting.
Actually,
Meanwhile,
it's sensed that Miko is working because he's the only if he wants to get on the podium, he needs or
yeah,
getting a
absolutely.
second place, he
He
needs to
needs
work.
to.
Trivelatto
He
too for the same reason, while Simone is clearly working because obviously if
Simone
he
needs to
wins,
win because
yeah,
he wants to win gold. If he wins, he
yeah,
gets gold.
yeah, if he wins, it's gold automatically. Yeah,
I mean, I think the tiebreaker is last stage, right?
yeah.
So yeah, if he just needs to win, so he's working for himself, understandably. And Fravo sees the gap going short. He wants Paso de Gaza to start as soon as possible, and he's desperately trying to make it. And these little gaps that almost open are not helping the group. Damiano Caruso now putting the pace harder with the Mafia protecting and Pozzo Vivo in the wheel.
Now Frabo has just to pace and to wait for the others. If they make the 71 guy pushing on this climb, Frabo is going to the finish with every possibility. If they
For
attack,
sure.
this
Oh, I
gap.
see Almeida. Almeida, I smell Almeida soon making a move, but it's Nibali that actually not going to wait for anyone and gets going first. And Almeida immediately was ready to attack, goes on, and then Daniel Miko gets caught with Ludwig's working, and he actually decides to
Yeah, now
go for the puncher.
they don't need to stop right now. They have to go, and ADK and Campione get a gap, while De Marchi
And
does a bit of blocking
Daddy,
work.
what the fuck were you doing there? You pretty much helped that gap happen.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Miko just decided to put Ludwigson in protection for Debesai,
That was a mess.
and he's playing for the puncher. He's clearly playing for the puncher.
Well, that's probably not going to work out for him.
Yeah,
Damiano
because
Caruso
he's now dropped. He's now dropped. But
is
everyone
now
is
carrying
playing
the
for
man
the
of Paso
puncher.
Vivo. Vincenzo Nibali is alone. Frabo still has a helper. Now Almeida taking his 70th in the wheel. He's going to put him in to protect now. He needs that extra help. And Frabo still going 39,
He's in the
34.
steepest part of the climb.
And this might be where the race is decided, but can he keep it? Nibali is really going for it. And Almeida is done with his helper. He's going solo as well. So one versus two. And
Well, Frabo has a big advantage right now because he has two. They have to close the
yes,
gap.
he's
Otherwise,
he's desperately trying to keep Pozzo to help him before the actual downhill even starts
and
because there's a very
punchers are going because probably Daniel Miko is the only one that
Debazai
kept.
still lives,
Daniel Miko
but
is the only one with
he's
puncher.
compromising his race because of it, though.
Yeah, let's see because he
And
has 1 minute.
Vincenzo Nibali attacks.
Now
Vincenzo Nibali
Nibali tries
attacks.
solo. Nibali is trying solo.
Almeida follows, and Frabo is not going to make it right. Oh no, he goes.
Frabo is
Pozzo
playing
Vivo.
stupidly because he just had to push with Pozo Vivo.
This is very weird. Yeah, I don't know why he would.
Now let's see what happens.
Okay, they're gonna stop, but Egan Bernal is already here to join the party. So there's four of them. Only one has two guys.
They have not to make Daniel Miko join because Daniel Miko has still his puncher, so he's the only one with the puncher. While Triveratto is trying.
As we said, Daniel Miko was clearly working for his puncher since the first kilometer. Since the wheels started to turn, it was pretty obvious, and now they need to be smart and not let him in.
But he's going to join because Frabo isn't working. Almeida, Bernal, and Nibali are on their own. and he's going to make
Oh,
contact.
Frabo, what are you doing, man? You have two guys put pots of evil working. Nope, it's a gunner.
And
Daniel
now they will
Miko.
stop and they will allow Shackman and DK to come back.
Oh my god, what is happening in this race? Triple Auto goes with the 82 mile.
See, and it's a crash.
Crash, crash, crash.
Rip.
Oh.
What time is it? Almost
Oh,
11. It's
it's
going to be
pretty
played
late.
another day.
Yeah, I think it's the best call. It's definitely, I'm guessing for a few of them, it must be really late to even try to restart it this time. This is just outstanding and not in a good way. What I was watching, what was I watching? Yeah, that was just terrible, terrible, terrible. There's so many things we didn't even get to point out because there was so much crap going on. I don't even know where to start. But one crash per night is the usual PCM minimal ratio. I don't doubt it, but I'm not even sure if everyone can make it past this time.
No, I don't know.
I highly doubt it. Why am I being pinged?
Well, I think I won't stream anymore because I have to go.
All right. Yeah, same here. Thank you everyone for watching. Please stay tuned in the Discord to know when the stage will be done for hopefully the final time, so we can end this miserable suffering we are all experiencing. But thank you for watching, and don't miss on tour and inline. That might actually be fun. See you all guys.